Alright, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing an updated setup tour, just because I think the last one I did was like a year and a half ago, and a lot has definitely changed since then. So I guess the best way to do this would be start over here and just go around the whole room, save the best for last. So right here, this is my PC gaming setup. I don't do a whole lot of PC gaming, so it's kind of just like a YouTube and Minecraft station, but it gets the job done, you know. It's not the greatest specs. PC's down there. It's a RX 580. I think it's a Ryzen 5 3600. You know, nothing super crazy. It gets the job done for what I use it for, which, like I said, is basically YouTube, the internet, very, very light editing whenever I do it. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of editing because I haven't made any videos recently. But yeah, on here I got my headphones. These are the DT770s. By the way, if you need some nice closed back headphones without a mic, like I have a standalone mic there, these are probably the best you can get. I got these for I think under $100, so it was probably like 80-90 bucks used. Just got new ear cups for it, and they work great. I mean, this is some of the best sound quality you can get for that price point. So way better. I used to have HyperX Clouds. These are a huge improvement from that. Definitely would recommend. Then, speaking of the microphone, this is a Blue Yeti, which I got from Walmart for $45. It was on clearance, and I mean, it works really well, sounds pretty good. Obviously, I'm not using it right now because I'm recording off my phone, but I mean, whenever I do, you know, live streams and videos where I'm sitting here recording it, it sounds great. It's not that much better. I used to have a Blue Snowball, which sounded like pretty much the same, but I mean, it's like a slight improvement, and for the price, I mean, it was cheaper than a Snowball, so it'd be kind of dumb to not pick it up. The keyboard here is a SteelSeries, can't remember what it's called, maybe an Arctic 7 or something. Found it for $2 at a garage sale. It's a little dented at the top, so it wasn't working because like this button was being held down. I just took it apart, bent that piece back into shape, and works pretty good now. So that's what I've been using for a while. Mouse here is a Corsair M65, I want to say. I don't know. It's been a while since I bought this. I've had this for a long time. Works pretty well. Gets the job done, you know. Nothing I have here is super spectacular, but you know, it's better than my old setup, which was a laptop and a garage sale monitor. And going over here, I took the doors off my closet, slid my bed in, so I had a little bit more room for video games and stuff like that. So I need to repaint this still, which I don't know when that'll ever be done. It'll probably be like this for 10 years. Yeah, that needs to be repainted so it looks nice. There's a hole in the wall that I just taped over, so that needs to be repaired. But I was also thinking it would be nice to put like a TV in here, so then I can lay down in bed and watch TV. I don't know. My solution to problems is mostly just add more TVs, so should probably stop doing that. Going over here, this is my couch, or it's actually a love seat that I got from Big Lots. It was on sale, so I got a pretty good deal on it, and I mean, it gets the job done. I'd really like to replace it with like a small reclining love seat, but a lot of them have the center console in the middle, which makes them a lot wider. And as you can see here, I don't really have the most space for one, so I need to find one that's about this size. And I'm not gonna pay 10 grand for a couch. Over here I got a pretty nice Zelda poster that I got from FYE, I think. I got a couple pretty cool posters in my room. Over there I have a Countach poster, just because, you know, I like 80s cars and stuff like that. So now we're getting into kind of the main attraction, or I guess where most of my money goes. I have my PS5, Xbox, and then a little Pikachu Happy Meal box. This is my shelf of most of my games. So I have, right now I'm close to 900 games total. These are just like console games, so my Switch and DS and Game Boy stuff is all on another shelf. But up here I got Super Nintendo. That empty case is where Earthbound usually goes, but I got that up on my TV right now. Super Nintendo, NES, N64, Genesis, PS1, and I also got some Dreamcast over here. These are Atari games, then I have 32X and Sonic & Knuckles in front of it, just because I don't care about Atari. never really been a huge Atari fan. I've probably played the games for like 20 minutes. They're not very entertaining to me. Over here, I got some of my boxed Nintendo games. So I got like Paper Mario, Perfect Dark, Castlevania 2, Double Dragon, Super Punch-Out, Super Mario RPG. A lot of these I probably paid more than I should have for, but I really like having the box. It really makes it just a lot cooler. I haven't played most of these except for Super Punch-Out, but I definitely need to, because like Paper Mario, I've been wanting for a while. Super Punch-Out's like one of my favorite games ever, so yeah, I definitely played that. Going into here, I have a ton of Master System games, which I don't even own the system for. I technically own a Genesis, which has it built in, but I don't have the system for this, so I need to get one eventually, but I'm not going to pay $100 for, like, a bad NES. Hot take, I know someone's going to be mad at me for that. I got my Genesis stuff, which I have a lot of. I really like how they're in plastic cases, mostly, because, you know, it's way easier to get these complete in box than to get these complete in box. Complete in box Earthbound's, like, a few $1,000s, and then probably the most expensive Genesis game I got right now is Castlevania Bloodlines, which only goes for like under 200. So yeah, definitely a lot cheaper to purchase complete in box Genesis stuff for the most part, and they just look really nice on the shelf. I got some kind of junk ones, but like I got Shaq Fu, gotta have it. Next to that, I got some Atari stuff, which who cares, whatever, it's Atari games. Then I got PS2, like literally 2 rows of it, PS3, PS4, some PS5, not a whole lot, and then this is all Xbox and Xbox 360, which I have a ton of. Probably too many 360 games, especially because I never play them, but whatever. I'll get to them eventually. Right next to it, I got my arcade 1-up machine, which is usually not pulled out this far, but it's just like this because I had to plug in like the CRT and the arcade 1-up and everything. On top of it, you know, I got Yoshi, Pikachu, this little coin bank, which is really cool. I just picked this up. It was like $3, so why not? It has a little broken ear, but it's not super noticeable from like this distance. Got my Switch Lite, which I don't know where to put, so it's just right here. But yeah, this is really cool. It definitely takes up a lot of space, and I could probably fit more games if I got rid of it, but every single time I invite friends over, this is immediately where they go. So I kind of feel like I need to keep it now just because it's, you know, everyone plays it whenever they come up here. Next to it, I have this little CRT right here. It's I want to say like a 12-inch Trinitron. Nothing too crazy. I picked it up at a garage sale for like $5, but I originally got it for displaying my games at my own garage sale because it was the same weekend as ours was going on. I mean, it works pretty well. It's just like AV only, it doesn't have RGB, and I'm not really interested in modding it, so it's just a good backup. If I want have a ton of friends over and someone wants to play something here and then someone wants to play something here, I'm able to do that. On top of it, I have my Quest 2, which I really should start using more because, you know, it's really cool. I wish the games came on cartridges, but, I mean, what do you expect from Facebook? But, you know, Beat Saber's a ton of fun, Boneworks is a ton of fun. Really want to play that more, but I'm lazy. Over next to it, I have all of my handheld consoles. This one I'm so angry about. I actually broke. I did what everyone did with these. You can see there, it's all cracked on the hinge, this side's cracked, and if I try to open it up, it's like really bad. This was, obviously had to be my most expensive SP. It's an AGS 101, so it has the better screen. And I'm kind of torn on doing a reshell because I like keeping the original shells. I'm not a huge reshell fan, so I don't know. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I might just wait until I come across another one and just swap the hinges and all that, because it's not very fixable. Next to that, I have the pile. This is how this got broken, because it fell off of here. But, I mean, there's not, like, a whole lot more I can do. I really want to get, like, a shelf on my wall to display all of the consoles on, maybe like a shadow box or something. But for now, I don't have a shelf like that, so they're all just kind of stacked. I got, you know, GBA, 2 3DSs, a Vita, Game Gear, some more PSPs, a ton of DSs, 3DS, a 2DS, another PSP, and then a couple Game Boys right here on some custom shelves I made a while ago, back when I used to have a 3D printer. Definitely, I want to get a 3D printer and make more of those. The one I had was kind of crappy, so they weren't like great quality, but it would be cool to make some that are really nice quality and maybe sell them on like Etsy or something like that. So this is the continuation of that last shelf. This is just like extra stuff that I didn't know where to put it, but I have more 360 games. I don't know why this one's upside down. I gotta fix that. More 360 games, all my Xbox One games. Down here I got GameCube, Wii, and then Wii U. GameCube collection's been growing. If you saw my last one, it was like 5 games. I've definitely been trying to grow it and get a couple more good games. Like I got Thousand Year Door, you know, Ocarina of Time, the collection. This is one of the ones I actually used to have. And you know, probably one of my favorite games right now, Melee. Been playing this a ton on Slippy. So that's pretty cool. I've had this one for a while. I just, you know, never really got into it until I downloaded Slippy, and then I'm like, oh, this game's fun. Wii games, most of these I had since I was a kid. It's kind of dark, so you can't see them very well, but, you know, there's nothing too spectacular. It's just, you know, Mario Galaxy, Punch-Out, stuff like that, you know, Lego Star Wars. On top of this shelf, I got my Xbox Elite and Xbox Slim, 360 Elite and 360 Slim. I have those just sitting up here. They're like kind of falling off the shelf, but it's whatever. Going back, you can see this is, you know, where my TVs are. Going back here, you can see these are my TVs. I have a KV24 FS120, which is a 27-inch Trinitron. It's not the best one I can get. The best CRT is probably the 27 FV310, which I've been wanting, but they don't come up very often because they were super expensive back in the day. So if I ever come across one, I will replace this one probably, but this works just fine. I mean, it doesn't show up good on camera. I guess that gives a little bit of a better image. The quality's pretty good. It's definitely better than trying to run this on like a flat screen, but it's not like the highest end TV in the world. Next to that, I have my Xbox, Switch, and PS5 all right here. Down here, these are the 2 consoles I have running right now. I have PS2 with Auto Modelista, and obviously Earthbound on the Super Nintendo. And then up top, I had The Crew 2 running because it was my only digital game, but that has since turned itself off. On top here, these are all of my systems for the most part. I have too many, so I have to stack them all. I really don't want to. I want to keep them all laid out nice, but I don't have anywhere near enough space to do that because, I mean, like look at the Sega CD. This thing takes up a third of the shelf. So I got Sega CD 32X and Genesis. I got the OG Xbox and then a 1S all digital. PS4, PS4 Slim, PS1, Virtual Boy. Yeah, NES, N64, GameCube with a Game Boy player. I think I have Metroid Fusion in this right now. Let me check. Yep, Metroid Fusion. Probably shouldn't leave that in there, but whatever. Got some Wiis. And then I have 2 Xboxes, PS3 Fat, ColecoVision. I also got the Atari module on top, if you can see that. I have my 2600 with a PS1 Slim on it. Sega Saturn and Dreamcast, some of my favorite, like, kind of odd systems. Really like those. Got a Model 1 Genesis, and then a couple PS2 Slims underneath that. So, it's a little messy, it's a little unorganized, but, I mean, where else am I going to put them? They take up so much space. And now, we got my subwoofer with my limited edition Halo helmet on top of it. This was really cool. It was like $12 at the thrift shop. I didn't know it was worth anything. I picked it up because I'm like, oh, it's a Master Chief helmet. Didn't know that it was the collector's edition case, and it's like $100, so that's pretty cool. Over here, I got some more boxed consoles. I really want to get this shelf upgraded to the one over there. You know, it gives me like 2 more sections for games, and, you know, it's a little taller. In here, I just have Switch games, DS, 3DS, a couple Vita games, which you can't really see, some PSP stuff. I just kind of pack what I can in here. I try to keep this mostly handheld. And then I got all my loose, like, Game Boy cartridges on that shelf, which you can't even see, really. This little section down here is all loose games and random stuff, so, like, I have the Wii Fit socks, which, came from a boxed copy. They've never been used. At least I hope not. but they're just kind of sitting there for now because I don't know what else to do with them. Then I got this N64 Atomic Purple, which is super cool. This is probably the coolest boxed thing I have. I definitely want to get some more old consoles in the box, but I mean, I have no room for it, so this is basically all I got for now. Really cool. I want to get a protector for it because, I mean, it's all ripped and everything. I don't want it to get any worse. This was not my doing. It was like this when I bought it, but I got a deal on it, so why not? On top of there, I got a Quest 2, PS4 Slim, got Little Big Planet Collector's Edition, or I guess it's like a, like a budget edition. I don't really know. It comes with all the little PS Move things. And then I got these really cool cartridge converters that let you play Famicom and Super Famicom games on the American systems. I guess the last thing to go over, I have all of my other boxed consoles. These are more controllers and handheld stuff. So like I have a Street Fighter V Fight Stick, I have Game Boy Advance, Star Wars DualShock 4. You can't really tell that it's a Vader themed one, but you can see it there on the side. GBA SP, the Ultra Racer for the PS1, which is really cool. My copy of Star Raiders for the Atari, which is just a huge box. Another GBA Game Boy Color. I have 3 of these Switch Lite boxes. You can see there, they're pretty cool looking. They're just like the promotional ones from a store. I have 2 of those, and then I have the box that mine came in. I have my Game & Watch right there. Then I got this really cool Zelda Chic picture that kind of changes where you look at it. Behind all this, I have a red Wii, my original PS3, and then, I don't know if you can really see it, but my original Wii back there, all complete in box. And because of I believe it was in my last video, I had some questions, like where do I keep my controllers? So if you look right here, these are all of my main controllers, obviously aside from the ones I have out right now, and then all the rest are in these bins along with power cords in this one. It's kind of a mess. These are also extra cables that I still need to go through because, a lot of them I have multiples of, so I don't need, so it's just in a bag right now. But yeah, this is a pretty nice way to keep them all. Definitely, if I buy any new consoles, I need another drawer. The one underneath it just has a ton of junk in it. I'm not gonna... But yeah, I mean, that's about it. I accidentally kicked my SNES, so Earthbound turned off. But if you guys enjoyed it all, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I am getting really close to 500 subs. I'm like less than 15 away. So if you watched all the way to the end, which I don't think anyone really cares that much, but if anyone did watch all the way to the end, make sure to, subscribe to get me to that goal. I haven't really put too much effort into YouTube recently, but I've been wanting to kind of make a couple videos here and there just on, some cool things or things that I enjoy or whatever. But yeah, gonna end it off here. So if you guys enjoyed, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.